Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to Simple Babes channel where we make content especially for the females talking about the personal growth, a little bit about the motivation and simple minimal lifestyle. Now today I'm going to talk about how to deal with the pressure from the parents, pressure from the friends, from the colleagues, from your relationship with the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever it is. You are dealing with the pressure of some kind, whether it's related to your career, whether it's related to your love relationship, whether in life in general. So I'm going to talk about how to deal with that, because I also deal with the pressure at many times, and in the very beginning it was really hard for me. I felt like crying, I felt like arguing with those people, fighting with those people, and trying to prove my point so that I can do whatever I want to do with my life. But then I realized that it's not the way to deal with this thing. There is some other way to deal with. So I'm going to share my own experience with you guys in this video dealing with the pressure. So let's get straight with that. Before going good part, consider click the like button. I really appreciate that. And if you want more such videos, then consider subscribing to this channel. Or the pressure. Now, there are so many different kinds of pressures, like pressure from the parents, from the peers, from the society, from your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, even from your own kids, even from your friends, from relatives. And there are so many people who put a lot of pressure on us when we are growing, like when we are in 20s or in our teens, or even when you are later stages of your life, you're dealing with some kind of pressure or the other. Now, I'm going to share some tips which has helped me to deal with. The first tip that I have for you, the first point is to very well understand that this is the kind of pressure that you're having. It's from your friends, your family, or from someone who is in close circle with you. You need to understand that they are putting some kind of pressure on you. It could be a direct pressure or it could be an indirect pressure. Like you can feel that they're telling you something. Oh, I may be liking something like this, but you are something like this, but I like this. So this is a kind of like an indirect pressure which we often feel, like which we feel like we are feeling it in that moment, but then we kind of like are in a defensive mode, and we don't even understand that. So you need to understand there are the different kinds of pressures directly telling you need to do this, you can't do that, you have to do this. So that is a direct pressure. Indirect one, they will going to give you a hints. Like for example, if you're dating a girl or a boy, whatever it is, if you're dating someone and they don't like your behavior and they're telling you that I don't like it, but I would be like this kind of guy, it's so cool. So that means if they are telling you this thing again and again, so this is the kind of like indirect pressure they are giving on you. So you need to understand that this is the kind of pressure is there. You need to first acknowledge that, because everything happens when we recognize that there is a big fault over there or there is a pressure over there. Now we need to find a solution to deal with it. Don't even understand that pressure in the first place. We don't recognize it, we don't acknowledge that. Then how are we actually going to work on that pressure? So first we need to recognize that this is the pressure that we have, or this is the thing that we are dealing currently. We need to understand that, who it is coming from, or what kind of pressure it is. Are you able to do it or not, or are you able to not do it? If that pressure is something that related to a thing that is against your values, or that you don't want to do with your life, and that person is putting you in that pressure to do that, and that is indirect or direct pressure, but you don't want to do it because it is not related to your dream, your goal, your life, or it's not related to your values in your life, and they are putting you to do that thing, putting you in a pressure. So you need to recognize, understand this thing, that this is a pressure, it's coming from this person based on their expectation, based on their reality, or whatever the reason they are putting that pressure on you. You need to understand that first. We reach to a conclusion when we first recognize and understand that there is actually a problem we are facing, or there is something that is not working well. We need to first understand and recognize that. What is the picture of it, why it's happening, what's the reason behind it, and what is this kind of pressure, why they are putting on us, and what they're actually telling us to do, whether we can do it or not, whether it's against our dreams or not, whether it's in related to values or not. We need to. Now the second point is a little bit more harder than the first step. You need to be courageous. You need to be audacious about your dream, about your goal. For example, let me give you an example. If somebody is telling you, hey, you need to do this, you can't do that, you should be doing this, you need to go for a 9-to-5 job, you can't get started with a business, you need to do the job only, you can't be doing the business, but you want to start with your own business because you love doing this thing and you want to pursue your passion, your hobby, and put it in as a full-time career and make it a business out of it. You want to do the business and someone is telling you not to do the business and go for a job. Now this is the kind of pressure. So you need to be courageous enough, you need to be audacious enough to pursue your thing, to pursue what you want to do with your life, to pursue your goal, your career, your dream. You don't need to fight with them. You don't need to put yourself in a kind of like a negative statement with that, because often we think that we can deal with these people. We can see that, oh, I'm going to tell this person I'm not interested in this thing, so I'm not going to do it, and that person will going to understand us and will not going to put again that pressure on us. But that's not the reality. Like, depending on what is the kind of relationship you have with that person, if it's your family member, if it's your parents, your brother or sister, and they are kind of putting that pressure on you, so even if in the moment you feel like they are telling you to do the right thing for you, but you feel in your heart, in your deep inside, that that is not the right thing you should be doing with your life, instead you need to do something else because you love doing something else. So you need to recognize it, and now you need to be courageous enough and audacious enough to pursue that dream. You need to tell that person in a healthy way, look, I'm not really interested in doing this kind of thing because it's not in my hobby, it's not in my interest. I don't want to do this thing in my life. I don't want to achieve the life of this kind of like what you're expecting me to do. Sorry, I can't do that. I want something else with my life. I want to do this. You need to actively and courageously, in a polite way, tell them that you want to do something else and this is you want to do. Now, in most of the case scenario, the people won't agree with you. They would say, oh, it's not possible. You are doing something which is out of your reach. You can't do this. You're not lucky enough. You're not good enough. You don't have the resources, blah, 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 blah. They'll tell you all those reasons to stop you doing what you want to do with your life. Your point is just to tell them that I want to do this thing with my life in a polite and in a humble way. And if they agree or if they don't agree, you don't need to care about it. You need to pursue it because you believe in it, because you want to do with your life. Now, it varies depending on your unique situation and scenario, because for me, when I was like quitting my studies and pursuing my business as a career, because I was formerly a doctor and I quit my college and I started pursuing art as a career because I love doing the art and I want to start with my own art business. I get started with that, but in the beginning there was a lot of pressure from my parents, from my family members, from the society telling me, hey, you're leaving that good job, you're leaving that doctor career and pursuing the art, and the artists are the starving, you can't be rich, you can't be able to survive with being in the art career. So there was a big pressure for me. So in the beginning, I was literally crying a lot because of this pressure, because I want to do something else and people and my parents are pushing me to do something else. So it was really a big hurdle for me. But then I told myself, like, life is too short. Like, if I'm going to do what my parents or what society want to do with my life, I won't be happy. Like, I really wouldn't be happy because I don't want to do that, but I'm doing it because of some other person wants me to do it. So I wouldn't be happy doing it. So, and since the life is too short, why I need to waste my time doing something which doesn't makes me happy in the long run? So I told myself I need to be courageous enough, I need to be audacious enough to tell them the truth, to tell them that this is the thing that I'm going to do with my life and I would be doing this. If they agree with me, I would need to convey them in a healthy and a polite way, no need to argue with them or fight with them. I just need to convey them in a healthy and a polite way. If they agree with me, that's fine. If they don't agree with me, I want to tell them I want to do it. Like, even if you agree it or even if you don't agree, I care about you because you are close relative to me or you are in my close circle, but I don't want this thing with my life. I want something else to do. If you agree and you support me, I would really appreciate that. I would be grateful for that. And even if you don't agree with that and you don't support me, that's also okay. I'm going to do it no matter. So you need to be courageous enough, guys. You can take an example from the big people and you can learn from the different people who have took the decision which was really next to impossible. Like, everyone was telling them that it's not possible, but they make it possible for them because they have that courage, because they have that audacious behavior to do it no matter what happens. So that is the kind of behavior you need to have while dealing with that. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not telling you that it's gonna be easier and you can do it and all. You can do it, but it's really gonna be hard in the beginning, because it was hard for me in the beginning, but you need to do it if you love if you want to live the life of your dreams. Third thing that is really important for you is you need to develop a circle around your interests. Like if you want to get started with a business and related to your hobby and interest, you can join the different online social groups like online Facebook groups or online forums. Talk to people who have done those things or who are also doing the same things, who are in the same boat as you. Talk to those people, develop that online community that can support you, that can help you achieve the life of your dreams, and on that you can rely on, because you need that supportive circle. If that person, if your family members are not supporting you, then obviously you need someone to believe in you, you need someone to support you, because you are the complete beginner and you need help. So you can join such online social groups or post forums, or there are so many online communities. You can talk to those people. You can even look for the different people who have achieved the same thing in their life as you are currently doing. Take an inspiration, take an idea, take the help from those people and develop that community so that it can help you, it can support you to achieve the life of your dreams. So these are the 3 tips. I hope it really makes some sense to you and it's helpful to you. Do let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye guys.